What's up, YouTube family? I know I've been away for a minute, probably about 2 weeks, man. Just had a crazy schedule. Been hectic, man, you know, trying to get home for Christmas. The guys, they had us doing a whole lot of repowers. Like, we're doing a lot of I did 2 repowers. Ended up running out of hours. On one of my last videos, I showed you when I ran out of hours coming out of New York City. But yeah, man, I was running out of hours almost every day, man. Today is the 26th, Wednesday. The day, let's see, last Friday. I was supposed to be home last Friday, but I didn't make it home that day because I had to bring the load up out of Massachusetts. I had a load of Slinkies. First time carrying Slinkies. It's about 48,000 pounds. Came out of Massachusetts. But that's the first time I actually ran on 95. I've been running 81 North. I ran 81 North and South like 4 or 5 times past 2 weeks. Been in New York City 3 times. But this is the first time I came out on 95. So 95 South, man, it's hectic coming out of New York City, man. Going on the George Washington Bridge. You going up there through Delaware. Going across that bridge that take you down into Baltimore, Maryland. You get out of Baltimore, you got those tunnels on 95 South. I was kind of scared too, man. I kept seeing the signs for the tunnels. They got the signs to tell you how far away you are. It'd be like 45 minutes, then it'd be like 30 minutes. Then you'll start seeing exits, last exit before tunnel. Man, it was raining, man, and what happened with that night right there? It was raining so bad I had to pull over. Like when I was coming out of New York City, like it wasn't no sun out. It looked like it was gonna rain. I said it looked like it's gonna rain. But as soon as I got from about as far as New York down to right outside Baltimore, it started raining. I'm talking about, man, it was raining hard, man. And I had to stop at the petrol and get some fuel. And it was probably about 3, 4 in the afternoon. I stopped there, got some fuel, took my 30-minute break. And then when I was leaving from the petrol, man, it was like I said, about 3, 4 o'clock, petrol slam packed. Like ain't nowhere to park. I took my 30-minute break. I ain't see nowhere to park at, but there wasn't a lot of activity going on the fuel island. So I took my 30-minute break right there at the fuel island. And I really didn't mean to take it there. But I went inside because I got the with petrol. I don't have a rewards card. Only at the petrol. So when I get fuel at the petrol, I gotta go inside to the register and do the pay for the fuel. I don't pay for it at the pump because I try to get my free shower and all that. So anyway, when I got back in the truck and I got ready to, I was about to log on the Quam for a load check because I was doing that too. And it said you need like 12 or 13 more minutes for your 30-minute break. So I was like, all right, bam. I'll just go ahead and sit here and get my 30-minute break. And I got out, did my load check while I was sitting there. And then so anyway, but when I was leaving out of the truck stop, there was a whole lot of trucks out there. I was like, man, why all these? I was like, man, what's going on? Like, all these trucks is parked to see what it was. You know, them probably older drivers. You know, they see it's gonna be some bad weather. But so they already pulled off and all that. But I didn't have that option to pull off because I still had too many miles to make it to my destination down there in St. Matthews, South Carolina. So I was looking at my mileage and, you know, divide by 50, see how many hours you got to get there. And I was like, I need to get as far as I can today. I had like 2 hours on my clock. I said I need to run these 2 hours out and get it down below 600 miles. I had to get it down below 600. So by the time I finally pulled over, I had like 480 miles left. And cause the next day, I'm running off recaps now. Hey, my hours crazy. The next day, I only got like 9.5 hours coming back. So I had to maximize my hours. And what happened with that, you know, the storm, it got so bad. I still had like maybe 45 minutes, hour left. But it got so bad, I was like, you know what, man, I can't kill myself, you know. I got to pull over. I pulled over, found a safe place to park. I sent my dispatcher a message on the Qualcomm. And remember what I said, I was at 48,000 pounds, so I really can't use the Jake brake. I mean, I all over the damn road. So I pulled over, sent a message on the Qualcomm. I said, look, I still got, I got like an hour left, but I can't risk it. You know, I can't risk it, man. I got to pull over. So I pulled over. I think it was around like 5 o'clock. It wasn't even that late, but it was raining so bad. It was dark, couldn't see nothing. And I pulled over, I parked. And so I was on a tight schedule. So I did my little math and figured out what time I could start the next morning. The next morning I started about 3:30 that morning. About 3:30 that morning I was on the road. It was, still raining. I ended up hitting the tunnels. I made it through the tunnels. I made it down to DC. 95 goes straight through DC. You can actually see the city when you're on 95. Made it through DC. Got down there around Richmond, Virginia. Made it through Richmond. By the time I got out of Richmond, it was going on 6:30, 7 o'clock. Sun started coming up. Hey, in one of my other videos, the Respect the Mountain video, I believe, I say as soon as I hit North Carolina, the sun come out. But that time I was on 81 North in that video. This time on 95 South. 81 South, matter of fact, on the other video. As soon as I hit North Carolina, I got down to the last exit in Virginia. I forgot what city it was, right on the North Carolina line. I got there, took me a, I had to get me a shower. I ain't had a shower in like 3 days. But I had to take a 30-minute break. So I was like, well, on my 30-minute break, I'm going to get a shower. So I stopped down there. I parked the truck real quick, got out, went in there, took a shower. As fast as I could, I ended up using I think I used like 36 minutes. So I was on a tight schedule. So got my shower, got back on the road, straight Hammer Lane. North Carolina on 95 South. It's so easy to drive on 95 South, man. You got one city right before Rocky Mount. I'm from North Carolina too. So you go through Rocky Mount, you hit the intersection of 95 and 40. You might get a little traffic right there. And that's right there in Smith, on the other side of Smithville. You got that. And you head on past Smithville, you got Fayetteville, but you don't see no Fayetteville traffic because you're on the interstate. You hit Lumberton straight through, like 3 exits for Lumberton. And 95 intersects 74 right there, taking you on to Charlotte if you go west. If you go back east, you go to Wilmington. So I took that, got to South Carolina, went on down there to they stopped receiving at 4 o'clock. I got there about 3:30. I had about 13 minutes left on my clock when I got there. So I made the delivery. Made it, got unloaded. After the boys unloaded me, I sent my empty call in. They sent me a message back on the Qualcomm, told me I was authorized to go home. But I couldn't go home that night because I ain't had no hours. So I went to a truck stop that wasn't too far away. Went to a not a Petro, but a Pilot. I went to that Pilot. Stopped for the night. I was out of hours I was out of hours like 2 minutes from being there. Actually got an hours of service violation on the Qualcomm. And I got that as soon as I pulled up. And I pulled up, I got my fuel. As soon as I pulled up in the parking lot, I put it off duty. And I pulled off duty, creeped it around the truck stop, got over to the fuel station. Get to the fuel station. Calm down, the car ain't working on the fuel pump. I'm like, man, what's going on? So I go inside to the register, try it there, it ain't working. Come to find out, I had to call back to the dispatch. They was actually about to close because they on Central Time. So I called back to the dispatch and told them what happened. Like 2 minutes later, they sent me a message that said, try it now. So I tried it then, and then it worked. So got my shower, parked there for the night. Next morning, got up and left. I've been home with my family. I really enjoyed my home time. And what made me shoot this video, my buddy Kevin Jeter, I commented, I just commented back to you a few minutes ago. Hey, appreciate you checking on me, man. One of my other buddies, Shaq, shout out my buddy Shaq. He texted me the other day. He asked me, he was like, everything all right, man? You I ain't seen you on YouTube lately. I said, yeah, man, I just been home with my family, you know, just enjoying it. So yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Since I came home, picked up my little friend, Mr. Nikon. It's another guy named Nikon Don. That's not me. I'm also a professional photographer too by trade. I'm gonna drop the link down below. You can follow me on Facebook. Nice Vision Photography. I'm also a photographer. That's pretty much it, man. Today my last day at home, but I'm sleeping in my truck tonight, cause I gotta pick up a load in the morning at 11 o'clock in Clayton, North Carolina. That's right on the other side of Smithville. I gotta pick that load up. But the reason I'm sleeping in my truck tonight is because I gotta go to the DMV in the morning and get my hazmat endorsement. I already passed the test. I already got my background check came back while I was out on the road. So that's when instead of me getting up in the morning and rushing to get to the DMV, because, you know, DMV get kind of hectic, man, especially coming back from this, because they had 3 days. I was trying to go today, but it was closed. So, you know, they had 3 days off, so it's probably going to be a lot of people there. And so I didn't want to waste my clock trying to maximize my hours. I don't want to. I was running off recaps last week. I'm trying to save as many hours as I can, so I got my truck parked right here beside the DMV in this parking lot at a food line in Clinton, North Carolina. Clinton, this is where I was born at, Clinton, but I'm going to Clayton tomorrow, 2 different cities. So I can get up in the morning, walk over there to the DMV. I can see it looking right at it. So I get up in the morning, walk over to the DMV, get my hazmat endorsement. And that way, I don't even got to start my clock up. I killed 2 birds with 1 stone. And I got to be in Clayton by 11. So right now, I'm like an hour away from Clayton. So as long as I'm out of that DMV by about 9:30, I should be all right. And the good thing about this DMV in Clinton, I don't know, this is the only one I've been to like this. This one that's in Clinton, they got a sign in there for CDL holders. If you a CDL holder, you don't have to wait. You don't have to wait in line. You know, everybody else got to get a ticket and sit down and wait. The CDL holders, they get it, they breeze us through pretty quick. And they got a sign in there that says it. So when I go, I should be one of the first ones in there, so I ain't got to worry about that. But if it do come down to it, you know, they get the CDL holders out pretty quick. So that's another good thing about this one. So yeah, once I get that out the way, I'll be on the road heading to Clayton. I got to pick up in Clayton. I got to stop in Raleigh. And then my final destination on this load is going to be in Kentucky. Not sure exactly where it's at in Kentucky. I think Ashland, Kentucky, I believe. So from Raleigh, I already did the math on it. It's about a 6-hour ride, but I'm gonna say in trucking terms, let's say 7.5. So that's really why I came here tonight, to save my hours. Cause by me parking right here in this parking lot, I'm saving like 3 hours on my clock. Me driving 1.5 hours to get here, and then however long I gotta wait once I get in there. So I'm saving about 3 hours off my clock by just sleeping right here in the parking lot. And I miss my girl already, man. You know, we got a lot of stuff going on right now. With I'm out here on the road. She back home. You know, I miss. There's a lot of stuff going on with us right now, but we gotta do what we gotta do. I love you, baby. If you happen to see this message, I love you. We're gonna be all right. All right, people. Stay strong out there. Stay safe. Kevin Jeter. I'm alive, buddy. I'm alive. I'll catch y'all later.